We in them crunk conversations like money get made, empires get built, a milk get spilled. Let's go. Crunk. 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 You better get crunk about my conversations. Time is money spent. If you ain't talking money, then it's time to go. Phantom of the opera, you can ride a ghost. Summertime, gotta see you grind the most. Nigga think a lot when he bankrupt. A nigga on the block when he bankrupt. You ain't talking money, then it's time to go. Phantom of the opera, you can ride a ghost. Summertime, gotta see you grind the most. It's for the robbers and the scandals, cause we gotta eat. When you gotta make it happen, get back on your feet. When your grass is looking green up, I'm across the street. Grab that quarter, mid that Yola, made the powder beat. Got it skirting like a motor, run the track meet. Walking on the moon like Mike Jack feet. Drip or drown, ain't no guidance like Chris Brown. Can't come up off of nothing, nigga, sit down. Trill gone, is the president, no miscount. It's documented, came from nothing, built it from the ground. Me and my team run the throne, there's a split crown. Shout out to Ship, shout out to Lou when I was getting down. They was riding, ain't no doubt, and they was getting down.
No, you good?
I was talking to my dad.
Trill, what's up? Thanks for coming by.
Nice to meet you finally.
I know, right? Oh, trying.
Trying.
So, I appreciate you coming to downtown Billards.
No pressure.
You ready to shoot some pool, eat some bar food, and let the people know who you is?
Let's do it, man. You already got started. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get it. Crunk Convo with Mzonpoint. Let's go.
Phantom of the opera, you can ride a ghost. Summertime, gotta see you grind the most. When I ran,
I grind every day, told a bro to hold on, just fight through the pain.
As soon as I wake up, it's back to the basics. My master's on faces, it's back to the basics.
Shout out to Crunkboy, Crunkboy, man. You already know what's up.
Trill, I appreciate you coming down today. So, can you tell me where you got the name from and how you got started in this shit?
Shit, Trill will, because I was influenced by that UGK music, man. You know what I'm saying? Pimp C, Bun B, man. Rest in peace, Pimp C, man. You know what I'm saying? All my fallen soldiers, man. All the guys locked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You know, so that really influenced me listening to that type of music. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that was it. You know what I mean? And then later on down the line, I got certified by, people who carry that Trill name officially. I found out that that was a name that you got to have permission to use that name. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, Trill, too real. That's some real, Texas, that's like a title. Like,
it's like a staple.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
it's a whole movement.
So, you know, I had to go get certified. And once I did that, shout out to Derek Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Wavy's brother, you know what I'm saying? He helped me get in the right position to be able to get certified on that type of vibe, you know what I mean? So,
That's what's up. And you're from here in Florida, right?
I'm from D-Land, Florida.
So what was it like growing up in D-Land?
Hell.
So like most of the places in Florida, too, a lot of you.
I love my city, but D-Land's a small city, but hey.
Hey, I actually got one that time.
It's rough, man. It's rough in D-Land, because in D-Land, you know, everybody knew everybody when I was growing up.
Yeah, small town.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, you mess up in school, your mama and your old church know about it when you get home. Type shit, but that's not like that now. Now it's bigger, but you know what I'm saying? But back then, that was the place, so I couldn't do nothing. I tried to do what I did, but, you know, hard-headed, but I had to learn how to be kind of smooth with it. See, that's why I'm used to being, like, you know, in the celebrity kind of lifestyle, not calling myself a celebrity, but I live in a celebrity status because I lived under the microscope my whole life.
Yeah.
Everybody watching every move. Who are you talking to? What are you doing? You know? So
yeah, always the popular kid, so to speak, because it's a small town. Yeah. When you're a small town, every kid becomes
the popular kid. And
then you begin and continue to elevate that.
Yeah.
What made you decide to transition to music?
My dad. he was a manager when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I watched all the groups he had. He managed gospel groups, rock groups, hip hop groups. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to G-Code, the Super Stick, when they were back in the very versatile hustlers. You know what I'm saying? Before they became COD. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that really influenced me. And then I started playing drums by the age of 5, watching him because he was playing drums. So, you know, music is just in my veins. In my
like literally embedded in your DNA type shit.
Yeah, that's just what it is. That's why people say all the time, man, you still doing music? Surely is, because that's me.
That's what you're going to live and breathe day to day. I don't blame you. I'm the same way. I love my job, but I love the music, and I don't think I'm ever going to give it up.
shouldn't.
It's,
Don't get
it's a
never
passion.
give up your dream.
Why would I give up my
Don't
passion?
never
for my
give
dream?
up your dream. I don't care what they say, man. Do not give up your dream.
So, what's your current label situation? Because I know that you're not a rookie to this, so you've been around and have lots of experience. What's your current situation? You know, let's give some advice to these youngins that need it.
Right now, I'm distributed by Universal Music Group. Shout out to Celebrity Status. This is also a label that I own percentage of. Shout out to Celebrity DJ YG. He hooked me up with that, with the Universal Music Group connection.
Almost though.
But yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. You know, but I also own a couple of labels as well. I'm part owner of Real Life Music, and also Black Executive Triad. I'm the owner, and then I have another label that does more networking, full circle music. Yeah.
You're way more than just an artist.
Yeah, because
an entrepreneur and a hustle on so many levels. It sounds like.
yeah, because I mean I have to, because you got to play ball. Like I'm not, you know, I'm not a kid anymore. So I believe if you're gonna do something, that's cool as long as you appreciate it. As long as you evolve with what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You have to evolve with the music, evolve with your age and your maturity level, you know what I'm saying? So that's all part of it. That's what I really not a fan of how they try to make it like only young people deal with hip hop, and then they only push that, and then so you don't ever see the evolution or the maturation of an artist becoming a man or a woman, you know what I'm saying? In full bloom. They always try to pull it away, like, all right, that's it. It just seemed like, you know, it's a bunch of examples, but you know what I'm saying? Probably like LL Cool J did a good job of staying in the spotlight, but he made his transition.
Definitely pivoted and transition.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Which is smart because he evolved. He said, okay, there's everything I can do here. Let's evolve. Jay-Z's
NCIS LA just is like kind of my mom's favorite show, and I have a feeling it's a lot of other white ladies in their 50s, 60s favorite show. Because I mean, who doesn't love us some LL Cool J? It just took them a little bit longer to get there than it did most of us. It's your shot.
Slipping and sliding on ice. Ain't the price, put that on your life. Baptized, you finna meet Christ. Slap hoes like you finna meet Ike. Hype fees not getting me hype. Thunderstorm, so I drip what I like. This currency limited edition. See a mirror, my shirt is not missing. Ain't popping no perk cause I'm feeling illmatic like Nas, I've been feeling.
Now that, well, I was gonna say we got some food, but I just learned that you don't eat processed foods or meat, you're mostly vegetarian. So now that I got my food, and you said you don't mind me picking at it, let's go ahead and learn about your music, man.
Okay.
I know you just dropped dropped a single that you were featured on with JoJo Too Amazing out of New York, but what do you have that's yours? What solo projects do you have that you're working on right now?
I just dropped a couple mixtapes. I got a hidden mixtape, and then I got Universal Soldier mixtape that I just dropped. As far as like albums, I haven't dropped the album this year. It's been mostly mixtapes and singles. You know what I'm saying? My last album was Living Legend 2. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope project on Spotify. Check it out. Trill, Living Legend. Excuse me, and the number 2. You know what I mean?
And that dropped last year that I assume you said since you dropped
last
6
year.
this year.
I may re-release it as a deluxe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Re-release it, add a couple songs. I got, I almost say thousands, but hundreds of songs.
You got a vault full.
You know what I'm saying? So I can take a few out and put a few in and make it work. You know what I'm saying?
So was there a reason to doing the mixtapes over the album this year, or was that just I want to get something out quick during COVID and stay moving and it is what it is?
Well, last year I started doing a different formula. Usually I did every quarter I would drop a mixtape project. You know what I'm saying? Then I would drop one album a year.
Okay.
Last year I tried something different. I started doing video singles every 2 weeks, and that was my strategy, and it worked. And I seen a lot of growth between doing that, especially on Instagram, between doing that. And then so I just kept going with it, and then eventually I was like, okay, well I can't shoot a video every single week, so I'm gonna do singles, and I have like a 3D motion graphic or a motion graphic of some type with the music, you know what I'm saying? And then what it is, I let people decide kind of like what song that they really are messing with, you know what I'm saying? I really kind of decide, let them kind of decide what songs I move forward with. and what songs that I really like gonna shoot a video for and stuff like that.
So you're not new to this, and I keep coming back to that, I know, but I just feel like you have so much information and wisdom that you could be inspiring these other young jits with that are so lost in this industry and don't even realize that they're lost. But I also feel like to dive into that would be a really, really long interview, and we really don't have time for it, but I really want to go there. So we might have to have Trill back for a more in-depth interview. So until then, let's go ahead and get back to where I should be with this interview and let y'all know about some more about his music. So you have some things coming up for next year, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Who have you worked with currently that you're looking forward to announcing? Can we get some exclusive information from you?
I can't.
Or, no, not yet.
Disclosure.
You're gonna be all closed mouth with it, and I gotta wait till it drops.
When people get further into the industry, you'll start having to sign non-disclosure agreements.
Yep.
You can't talk about certain things. But I will say there's some major tours coming up. Shout out to DJ Nonetheless. We got the Run It Up tour coming up. It's a lot of celebrity DJ YG again, because we got some major tours coming up. Shout out to Trill, Deshaun. I can't really say too much.
But you said a lot to let us know that there's a lot in the works, so I understand. The NDAs are vital.
Yeah, shout out to Six Murder, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of music coming out with him. He's about to sign some major deals, and he's already locked in with YSL and some other different angles. Shout out to Future. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff in the works, you know what I'm saying? I just can't really talk about it. But so my music is a reflection
of. Stay tuned, basically, is what it's saying.
Basically, there's a lot of major stuff.
Sounds like there's some big things coming from Trill coming soon.
Sure.
And you heard it here first. You didn't hear who, but you heard it here first.
For sure. And man, I appreciate you interviewing me too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Taking the time. I know you're busy. I know your phone line jumping. People want you to come sit down.
It sounds like your phone line be jumping just as much. You got features after feature be dropping. You got music out, like a huge vault. I love seeing that. I love seeing that you have not let COVID stop you at all.
You know, what's the funny thing about that? Not to cut you off, but COVID actually inspired me to go harder. Because I noticed that everybody was slowing down and, oh man, we can't do this, we can't do that, and folks know what they couldn't do.
And there was a whole wide open lane.
I started noticing certain markets that I'm already in, like Dallas and Atlanta, and certain other places that were jumping, and certain parts of Ohio, you know, that I could go to, and I started concentrating on those markets. I started really still going play like, damn, you're flying, it's COVID? Yeah, because people are unwilling to fly. See, when I was in prison, I did 5 years in prison. When I was in prison, the person who could get whatever across the compound during the lockdown, that was the guy who made all the money. Because people trusted him because they knew no matter what happened, they were going to still get whatever they paid for. You know what I'm saying? And I was one of those guys that he just knew that, hey, he can get it there, even if it's not him, somebody he knows can get it.
Somebody who
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's what I try to kind of focus on, delivering where nobody else would deliver. You know how we call Domino's, and they won't deliver to certain hoods because they get robbed and shit like that. That was my hood. I'm from Spring Hill, so I know all about that. Spring Hill, D-Land, shout out to D-Land, Southside. You know what I'm saying?
And it really became about supply and demand. So the fact that you were willing to be out there automatically created a demand for you, which, for those that don't know, it upped the price, yo. That made it more valuable in this industry, and that the perfect elevation to COVID. I'm telling you, because I did the same thing. I stayed at home, and while we were in quarantine and I couldn't maneuver, I still found things to transition and pivot and really build that and make sure that the brand did not die with COVID, which so many did. So I applaud you for that. That's absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to dig more into your music and your history too.
It's a lot.
I'm discovering I didn't learn shit before this interview. And I do my research. I'm Mzonpoint, and I ain't know. I sucked up a little bit of that liquor because Crunkboyfilmz always knows how to get me just enough sloppy to make it a good interview. And we know about your music. Can we give a little bit of advice to some of these up-and-comers that so desperately need it, Trill? Please. What are some great words of encouragement, even if it's just one sentence?
Man, I probably would tell them, stop using so many YouTube beats. Get you a producer that you can work with, that you can own the rights to your piece. Because you can have the hottest song in the world, and when you go to get a deal, and they take you to get a publishing deal, which is totally different, they're gonna want to know the ownership of the beat. And if you don't have ownership of the beat, that puts you back in square one. So in other words, you don't want to have to backtrack. The other piece of advice, probably just learn publishing. Publishing is extremely important. Learn how to register your music and copyright your music, because without copyright, you don't have the rights to any of your music, for real. That's all I can do.
And if you don't want to learn, find someone that does it, because there are millions of people in the world and dozens of people in the state of Florida that do it. I know him personally, so holla at Crunkboy, he'll holla at me, and we'll tell you how to get it done.
Yeah, you can hire me, I'll come and help.
See, even he can do it for you. So tell him where to, that being said, tell them where to find you so they can holla at you and hire you to do it next time. Better yet, find your music and what's coming next.
You can just look me up on Instagram, man. Everybody go Instagram at TrillWillIsrael. TrillIsrael on Instagram. That's where we at. You know what I'm saying? You can Google me, Trill Will. It's Trill Will on Spotify. Shit, just Trill Will in general. Twitter, Trill Will Israel on Twitter too. Yeah, just hit me up, man. What's up? I'm gonna check everybody's DM. I don't mind answer. I'm gonna look at it. If you on some BS, I'm gonna skip it. Don't worry about it. But if you hit me about that bread, we're gonna get to it. Let's get it.
Alright, that being said, I got a game of pool to shoot, hopefully to win. So we'll check you out next time. Thanks for coming to Crunk Convos with Mzonpoint. Downtown Billards of Ocala. We're out. That was a really shitty break. You want me to redo that? That would